Hey, what's up, guys? This is Cody the Coin Raptor coming at you with another Bitcoin episode. And Bitcoin lately has been kind of boring. It's almost kind of played out like a stable coin. It's just moved sideways for the most part for almost the last month or so. But there's something going on right now, very important, that I need to go ahead and bring to your guys' attention. And this is something that could actually have a huge impact on the price here in the near term, let's say in the next week or two. So if you guys are interested in seeing more of this, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, be sure you hit that the bell button for notifications and everything, and that way you get notified whenever I put my videos out. And on top of that, make sure that you follow me on X and also on Threads. So Bitcoin right now, like I said, has been mostly sideways, but there is some information that you guys need to know about. Okay, so what we have right up here is the super trend, and the super trend gives you kind of general buy and sell signals. Right now, it's set to the daily. So Bitcoin has been struggling to overcome about 85K. We're going to see what happens with that. If it surpasses that 85K region and it actually goes and it uh, closes above about 89,000 or so, this will actually trigger and it'll switch over to a buy from a sell. Now, the super trend isn't necessarily like 100% accurate, but it's accurate more often than not. And unfortunately, you had kind of a false buy signal triggered here. But for the most part, when you get these buy signals here, it's actually a pretty good time to actually enter the market. So when this does flip, though, I'm going to make a whole episode on it and I'll bring it to everyone's attention. But what possible catalyst could we actually get for Bitcoin to go up to that and close above that 89,000 region? Well, we have quite a few catalysts here. We talk about the tariff drama going on right now. If we get any positive news with tariffs or if any deals are made, then that's going to boost the market, and the market's going to then boost Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has actually done pretty well. If you take a look at the NASDAQ 100 over last year to date, it's down about almost 13%. You look at the Bitcoin price, that's down almost 9%. So Bitcoin has actually done a lot better than the NASDAQ. I think the reason for that has been because it's kind of detached itself from tech stocks, and I think that's overall an absolutely fantastic thing. We have the liquidation heat map. And if we take a look at our liquidation heat map on the 2 week, we can actually see there's this huge band of liquidity just sitting right here at about 86 and a half or so, going all the way up to about 86,600. If Bitcoin can actually push a little bit higher and all these shorts up here can get liquidated, then we could potentially see Bitcoin spike up into the 90K region. I think that's very possible. And if that happens, that means that we could actually see this flip to a buy signal as opposed to a current sell signal. Now, that being said, if we don't see that, then the sell signal will still be in place and will retest, most likely come back down here to about 76,500. That's where I would definitely be a buyer for Bitcoin. And then, especially if we go through the ultimate support level here at 73K, I definitely will be buying if it goes to that level. Now, if you guys are subscribed to me on X, know that I actually sold a little bit of my Bitcoin back at about 83K or so. This is mostly for tax purposes, but it's just a small amount of Bitcoin, and I'm definitely looking to rebuild my stack. Now, this is Bitcoin that I bought back in last year for the most part. If you had bought Bitcoin basically any time last year, you could make money on it, and so that's part of the reason why Bitcoin has been such a strong performer. So Bitcoin not only has a significant position in today's market, but there's also a lot of new institutions that are actually trying to get into Bitcoin. I mean, for instance, Charles Schwab is looking to launch a Bitcoin and crypto trading platform by April 2026. Now, this is going to be huge. This is part of the adoption cycle for Bitcoin. And this could bring, this 37 million clients. You could definitely have a large number of these people buying Bitcoin or adding Bitcoin to their portfolios. This is spot Bitcoin, by the way. This is not the ETFs. Okay. So this could actually be huge for the Bitcoin price. All right. If you go ahead and take a look at that, if you take a look at our exchange reserves, you can see here exchange reserves, the number of Bitcoin on the exchanges, 161,000 Bitcoin has left exchanges from January. So 161,000 Bitcoin. That's how much demand we've had this year alone, and we're only almost 5 months into the year so far. So I expect that this is going to continue to go down and lower and lower and lower, especially as institutions like Charles Schwab adds Bitcoin as part of their offerings. You also have whale wallets like this, whale wallet number 10, who continue to stack a significant amount of Bitcoin. I mean, just nearly every single day, stacking Bitcoin like crazy, hundreds, 200s, even more of Bitcoin. And these whales continue to buy the dip right now, and they will wind up selling the rip as well. So this is the area of accumulation I've seen for a lot of whales. But again, if it goes lower, you can expect that those whales are going to continue to accumulate as well. If we take a look at our Bitcoin metrics on Deribit, something very interesting is happening here right now. We can see the 25th of April, the next expiration, we have over $6 billion worth of Bitcoin calls and puts set to expire with a max paying price of about 85K. Now, you'll know that Bitcoin right now is sitting at about 85K. So this kind of means, if you believe in the max pain theory, that Bitcoin is going to mostly stay where it is for the rest of the week, which wouldn't be kind of a shocker considering we've had nothing but sideways consolidation. But it's always possible that we get a surprise to the upside or a surprise to the downside. These traders are not always right. But I would say, for the most part, they have been an equal number of bears and bulls on both sides playing tug of war, and we will wind up seeing significant volatility by the end of the week. So keep that in mind. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the Bitcoin spot ETFs. We've seen not really a lot of movement on this. This is the weekly on the So Value ETF tracker. We can see here that it's been mostly red over the past couple of weeks, but that hopefully will change here in the last 4 days. It's not actually been that bad. It's been mostly even, which is good because we saw that huge flush out about February or so, early March, and then after that, things started to stabilize quite a bit. So this is one of the reasons why Bitcoin really hasn't gone either direction very far. It hasn't really sold off hard. It hasn't really gone up much. It's mostly been heading sideways, and that's largely because of the fact that these spot ETFs had seen neutral demand, not a lot of buys or sells. But like I said, if we do cross that 86K region, expect that we're going to get an explosive move to the upside, and then we'll probably wind up seeing this move from a sell to a buy. And then you'll have other people wind up probably buying the breakout as we see it push above 90K. All right, so that's your upside. Your downside is probably 76K or somewhere within this ultimate support box from 76 going all the way down to 66K. I think that it's very unlikely that we wind up seeing this, or if we do hit this, it'll be a quick wick, and then it'll come back up again very quickly. But Bitcoin so far has done very well this year, considering how bad the NASDAQ has done. And if you guys are interested in seeing more of my videos, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you hit the bell button, and also follow me on X and Threads, and I'll let you know when I do my buys and when I do my sells, and some important information that could be coming down the pike. All right, so leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys are doing with your Bitcoin, or what levels you're watching, or what you're waiting for, an all clear signal for a buy or for a sell, or if you're just interested in just holding stable coins right now. Leave a comment below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.